Welcome back to our Media Ring event. We're at the tail end of our Media Ring event and I have a very special guest, Shanell Dargan, who I've known personally for many years, but most of you will recognise her from her X-factor experience back in 2014. Welcome Shanell, welcome to our event. Thank you so much for performing for us.
Thank you for having me.
No worries.
I had a great time.
Great. Could you tell us a little bit about your X-factor experience back in 2014?
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to be on the X Factor and I was able to share my story and my voice, which was amazing. I got to go to New York, perform in front of an amazing Grammy Award winning artist, John Legend. I was mentored by Ronan and I made the top 24. So it was a great experience. I think over 80,000 people auditioned, so to be able to make the top 24 for me was like a really good accomplishment.
What an incredible opportunity for exposure. I mean, so your story was portrayed on X Factor. They did a very emotional package. Could you tell us a little bit about your grandmother and being brought up by your grandmother?
Yeah, so I was raised pretty much from birth by my grandmother, and you know, she's the most amazing woman who's really shaped me to be who I am. Both of my parents have been in and out of prison since I was born, so they were unable to raise me at the time, and my nan stepped up and stepped in and helped not only me but many of my cousins, and you know, she's 78 now and still the most incredible woman I've ever met, and I'm very blessed that I had an amazing woman like her in my life.
So this NAIDOC week theme is because of her we can. I mean, your nan is definitely a woman that you would have celebrated this week, or last week when NAIDOC week was.
Yes, definitely.
Who are some other Indigenous women who have inspired you?
Well, off the top of my head, there's so many. Being a singer, I always looked up to Emma Donovan. I find Emma incredible, and I was lucky enough to see her on Friday night, and she got me up to sing a song with her and the Donovan band. So yeah, she's an incredible woman who I've looked up to. There's many other people like Kathy Freeman, athletes. I'm very blessed, and Leah Purcell is another one who has done an amazing job in her career.
Yeah, there's so many incredible Indigenous women, and last week it was just so good to be able to celebrate them.
Yes, definitely.
I do want to ask you about an article that was released by NITV back in 2016, which was based on your domestic violence experience.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell us a little bit about that and how you got through it?
Yeah, so I don't like to say victim, I'm actually a survivor of domestic violence, and unfortunately I was a part of a relationship that wasn't very good. It was pretty toxic at the time. I ended up speaking out about domestic violence to help not only Indigenous women but for people all around the world. I spoke out and released some photos and talked about my story on Facebook, and it went viral, it went all over the world, and I had people from America, Canada, UK sending me messages of support, and not only support but of their stories and how I helped them to finally break free of their toxic relationship. And you know, that's what I wanted to do, and now I just feel a lot of empowerment by that, and I feel like I've helped a lot of other women leave.
In domestic violence, you know, there's this thing called the cycle, and by, you know, sharing your story and by being exposed, I think that that's definitely a way to break the cycle. Do you?
Definitely, and I was in that cycle, and it's not a good place to be, and that's why I did speak out, because it not only helped me heal for myself, but I know a lot of women, it was like a taboo subject. We didn't talk about it. It was something that happened behind closed doors, and everyone kind of, you know, that's their business. But no, now in this day and age, in 2018 as well, we need to speak out and let people know that this is not going to be stand for, and more people should be talking about it, especially men as well.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Now that you've moved from that, you know, a kind of traumatic experience, I'd say, and now that you've become a mother, and you're doing it, and you're doing a great job of being a mum. As a good friend, I feel very proud to see you thriving and being an awesome mum. Could you give any advice to our viewers at home, especially mums and young mums, about what it's like and your experience?
Yeah, I'm a single mum at the moment, and I feel so privileged. I think it's I've done a lot in my life, but becoming a mother is the greatest gift that I've ever received. And I have a baby boy, and I'm going to raise him to the best of my ability. I was raised by a very, very strong woman, so if I can be half the woman she is and help my son and raise my son to be a great man, then I've done something. So my advice to all women out there and Indigenous women is to really understand who you are. Don't settle, and don't be afraid to do it by yourself. If you have to, do it. And I'm telling you now, it's one of the best decisions of my life.
Great. I just want to give a quick shout out to Nana Pat.
Yes.
Nana Pat, we love
watching.
Nana Pat. She's such an awesome, strong woman. Shanell, what does your future look like? What are we doing in 5 years' time? What's on the horizon?
To be honest, right now I just want to be a good mother. I want to be the best role model for my son and give him the best life. So yeah, I'm doing that, being a mum, but I still want to pursue my music career and try and go as far as I can.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for
you.
being here at our Media Ring events. Everyone at home, like it, love it, and share it, and we'll see you soon.